welcome to Nourished Sundays. I'm Joanna, your host, certified in holistic nutrition from the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. Today is a bit of a different setting, and I welcome you all to my messy kitchen. Woohoo! No shame about that. I'm a busy mom, and seriously, I love having a clean kitchen, but organizing everything usually comes last. So here you are. I'm keeping it real with you. Thank you for joining me today. This series is all about healthy eating, tangible, easy tips that you can include in your day-to-day life to make it easier for you and your family. Today, I want to talk about almond milk. So, you may buy it in the store. You may have heard how amazing it is. It's also super easy to make. And I want to show that to you because I know that for me, it took me seeing it to actually starting to do it, even though I had it in the back of my hand and I was like, yeah, I should try. But then until I saw someone doing it and seeing how easy it is, I never made it happen. So I am hoping to do that with you today. Hopefully it's useful, breaks down a barrier, makes your life easier. Plus, it gets cheaper when you do it yourself. It tastes so much better. And if you are checking ingredients of the stuff you buy, which I hope you are because it's super important, you may notice that most of the almond milk and other nut milk in the market have fillers in there. They have guar gum, for example, or another one that starts with an X, xanthan gum, I can never really say it. And those are fillers. So it's not like they're bad in and of themselves. It's just that it's empty content that they add to add a bit of a thicker texture, which means they need to add less almonds into the drinks or other nuts. So basically, it's not the best option and it's not as healthy in the long run. So getting to the nitty-gritty of it. Here are some almonds, and I don't have a lot. Usually I make more, but that's what's left in my house. We are big almond eaters. So what I did, I just have those almonds. I put them in a mason jar, big one, and I add water. I fill it with water. If you can, soak them up overnight. Those ones, I've had them on the countertop since the morning, so for about probably 6 to 7 hours, and I've already changed the water a couple of hours ago, but see, it's already very blurred, and that shows you everything that gets up when you soak them up. So almonds, most stuff you can buy in bulk. They are stored, they're transported, so they, accumulate dust naturally, and also, if they may have been sprayed with stuff for pet control or, many other things. So number one, even if you're not making almond milk, please soak your nuts. That's gonna make such a difference, and see, everything you're getting out. Plus, it also activates the germination process. Now I know, big word, but basically, hey, wait for it. Nuts are actually seeds, and I had to double check to make sure I was not getting nuts. Pun intended. So nuts are seeds, okay? And seeds, basically what they are, is an opportunity for a new tree or a new plant to grow, right? But they get into that hibernation mode, but if we activate them, they get into a germination mode, and that's what we want when you want to grow a tree, for example. But that's also what you want if you want to get the most out of them, because nuts, seeds are jam-packed with nutrients and vitamins, but they're not that easily absorbable and accessible if that thing is not germinated. So even just to eat it, it's great to suck notes. No, sorry. It's great to soak notes. No. Soak nuts overnight just for your daily consumption and for your little ones too. And you can also, take the skin out if they're not organic, because the skin would have been, in contact with products. but the skin has a lot of good nutrient content, so if it's organic, then by all means keep it. And you're gonna also notice the taste, the flavor. It's so much better when it's been soaked. It tastes like fresh, and yeah, it's really nice. And you'll be surprised, it's super easy to do. Okay, so what I did, I just got rid of the water, put them in the strainer. I'm just gonna rinse them out quickly. All right, so I got rid of that blurred water, and I'm putting that in my processor. Super easy. I'm not using any fancy food processor. I have the Ninja one, which is great. It's not very expensive, and it does the trick. You don't need a fancy processor for it, so that's good. Then you want to add some filtered water. So you can start by adding like maybe twice. So if you're using the mason jar, if you saw the almonds maybe up here, you can just do twice, like double that content of water to put in the processor. And then I close this. Of course I lost a piece, so I have to use my hand to not get stuff out of here. And I shake it up a bit. See, like it's already looking like milk. Woohoo! Like mind-blowing, right? It's so easy. Okay. Now, you can... it smells so good, guys. Love it. When it's freshly done, it's so delicious. So then you can strain it. And I'm actually using like it's not too thin, the strain, and it does the trick. If you want it like more strained, actually the person who showed me how to do it recommended using a cheesecloth, because then you can really like just get the liquid, and it's gonna keep all the pulp for you. But if you're okay with a bit of pulp, then just use like a strain that you have at home, and then you just strain it. Deliciousness right there. I'm gonna show you. So I'm just straining it. Oh, it smells so good. Like it's so different when it's fresh. It's delicious. And then you can add a bit of cinnamon, and it's goodness there. And then you have the pulp there that's left, and you can use it for baking. So you can freeze it up if you're not baking right away, or if you're baking right away, you can put that in your cookies, and that's added, fiber and goodness from great, delicious organic almonds. That's it for today. I hope I've inspired you to try making your own almond milk at home. You can do the same with cashew nuts, pine nuts, like anything you want. And it's so good, so much healthier. And